A man in Bangkok walks a canvas messenger bag up a narrow staircase. He knocks twice and says one word, pizza. Inside, a laser engraver hums beside a table stacked with European passports. Dozens of new identities waiting for faces. 2 plainclothes officers count from the alley. On 3, the door swings. The man at the table reaches for a Brazilian passport. That isn't his. Police believe they finally cornered a ghost. A ghost they've hunted for 5 years. They call him the Doctor. And this is how he almost beat the world's border security system. Bangkok is a trade city for identities, a place where everything has a price and everything has a street. Stolen passports, washed visas, airline crew IDs in plastic sleeves. Even after 9/11, even after chips, scanners, biometrics, the market never died. It just got smarter. Reporters have walked these stalls. Police have raided them. The supply chain is real. But one name sits above all of it, whispered in back rooms, spoken only when the door is shut. The Doctor. His real name, Hamid Reza Jafari, an Iranian forger in his late 40s. 5 names, 5 passports, 1 myth. His documents don't look fake, they look surgical. And for migrants, traffickers, fugitives, or anyone desperate to disappear, his work is worth thousands. On the surface, a passport looks like paper. It isn't. It's an orchestra of security. Security laminates optically variable inks, microprint, laser perforated numbers, intaglio you can feel with your thumb. The Doctor has all of it. Laser engravers, faux leather covers, metal dies to emboss foreign seals. This is why his books pass the first glance. But modern passports hide something bigger. They're computers. A chip inside, defined by ICAO Doc 9303, stores data signed with cryptographic keys. Every border reader checks that signature against a global directory. If the math doesn't verify, you don't fly. So how does a man like the Doctor keep selling identities? Because the weakest part of a passport is the human holding it. Many borders still process legacy documents. Older chips lack cloning defenses. And the best trick of all isn't forging a chip, it's not using it. You take a real passport, you swap the photo page, you slide in a new biodata layer. You keep the legitimate chip idle or unread. If the officer is tired, distracted, or the gate doesn't authenticate chips, you pass. Not because the forgery is perfect, but because the system is overloaded. The Doctor doesn't fight cryptography, he routes around it, and that's what made his rings so dangerous. For 5 years, investigators chase him across Bangkok. Dozens of raids, false tips, fake names, burned apartments. But the break comes from something stupid. Food delivery. A single pizza run connects police to a warehouse in Chachoengsao province. A used computer shop that's really an identity factory. So they wait, they watch, and they plan the raid. When they move in, they find 173 forged passports, mostly European, 18 screen blocks for templating, laser tools, and metal dies. The Doctor reaches for a fake Brazilian passport, already wearing another identity. He doesn't panic. Forgers don't run. They present a credential. The Doctor wasn't working alone. 5 Pakistani accomplices, runners, pickers, finishers, move books and buyers through a network stretching across the city. Then come the couriers. One is a 57-year-old artist nicknamed Johnny Painter, caught outside Don Muang Airport with a bag full of stolen passports. He claims he was framed. His bag votes otherwise. Another courier stops weeks later with multiple Israeli passports. Police believe he's the sixth member of the Syndicate. Each one a spoke in a larger wheel. Clients pay more than $2,000 per identity. To anyone fleeing, smuggling, or running from charges, the price makes sense. If you want to buy a new identity, here's what you need. 1. A book with a real history. A passport stolen from a tourist. Even better, one reported lost and reissued, though 2 versions of the same identity exist. 2. A perfect face swap. Laser etch the new portrait into a substituted data page with the exact burn marks and typeface. 3. A chip strategy. Find gates that don't read chips, or countries with old chips lacking active authentication. This is the unspoken rule of forgery. Don't beat cryptography, beat the human. After the raids, Thai police roll out the evidence table, the passports, the dyes, the tools. Behind them stand attachés from the UK, France, New Zealand, and Australia. That lineup tells you who cares and why. For the first time, the ghost gets a full legal name, Hamid Reza Jafari. But if you think that ends the story, look again at that table. Those 173 passports? They're just the ones police caught. Officials say his ring likely sent hundreds, maybe thousands, into migration pipelines. Shutting down one shop doesn't kill demand. It just moves the market. Thailand knocks down rings like this every year because borders stay porous, incentives stay high, and bribes still work. Once you disappear into the country, you can wait and move again. The doctor's arrest isn't the solution, it's a symptom report. Meanwhile, the system fights back. More countries use stronger chip protocols. More gates validate against global key directories. More checkpoints fail closed when the math doesn't match. Every time infrastructure expands, another forged identity dies at the reader. But back in the stairwell, before all the headlines, the story ends where it started. The courier says, "Pizza." The door opens. Officers move. On the floor, blue EU covers wait for faces. In his pocket, a fake Brazilian passport with a clean lamination and a dirty soul. The doctor exhales. You can be a ghost for 5 years, but ghosts still get hungry.